The purpose of these lessons is to show you the logic behind the most basic Chinese characters, beginning with the simplest pictograms, and later combining these elements to create more complex characters. This is the third and last installment based on Ling, a person kneeling below a mouth descending from above. That mouth is issuing an order from heaven, while the kneeling person is respectfully receiving it. And since Ling is a command from heaven, scholars explain that it is, by definition, good or excellent. One example we've already seen is the polite way to say, your mother, Ling Tang. Literally, that fine person, Ling, in the inner hall, Tang, the inner hall being reserved for the mother of the family. So today's main character is composed of Ling, as phonetic, plus Ye from lesson 40, meaning the head. Pronounced third tone, Ling. It refers specifically to the neck, that part of the body, etymologists say, which adds to the excellence or beauty of the human head. When referring to clothing, the neck of a garment is, of course, the collar. So I'll start with Yiling and Lingzi, both terms for a collar. 他解开了大衣领口. He unfastened the collar of his coat. 因为冰冷的天气，我拉起了衣领. Because of the freezing weather, I pulled up my collar. 你要的话，我可以给你的背心开个圆领口. I can give your vest a round neckline if you want. That would be a dressmaker or a tailor speaking. Given that the neck supports the head and joins it to the body, Ling enters into several phrases meaning the leader or chief. 首领, literally the head and neck. For example, 工会首领, trade union leader. 黑手党的首领命令手下就定位. The mafia boss ordered his men to take position. 拿破仑被称为法国最伟大的首领. Napoleon is known as the greatest leader of France. As you can see, I've just added a new character pronounced second tone, 伦, which is used only in the name of one mountain range in China, or used to transliterate foreign names, such as Napoleon, 拿破仑. I needed the name of a famous leader, and Napoleon fits the bill historically. Leaders naturally need a region to govern or exercise control over, so the term for territory is 领土, literally terrain, over which one is the head and neck. 国王下令我们不能通过他的领土. The king ordered that we could not pass through his territory. 当时法国有意在越南领土上得到一个立足点. At the time, France was interested in gaining a foothold on Vietnamese territory. In Lesson 51, we learned the character ban, meaning a jade tablet that a ruler in ancient China would give to feudal princes on their investiture as a sign of their authority and rank. To authenticate an important agreement, such tablets were split into two parts, with each party given one half. The character ban itself shows a knife splitting jade into two halves as a testament to this process. By possessing and presenting the matching half, it could be proven that there had been a valid agreement between the ruler and the feudal princes. Today, ban means a division into grades, ranks, or teams. The leader of a team of workers is called a foreman, or ling ban in Chinese. As you will notice, even without the addition of shou, the meaning of ling has now expanded to mean to lead or be a leader of others. 小林是个使人信得过的领班。小林 is a trustworthy foreman. 我爸爸曾在一家汽车工厂当领班。My dad once worked as a foreman in a car factory. Restaurants don't have foremen, but they do have head waiters who manage the servers or waitstaff. Head waiters are also referred to as 领班。我想请一个餐厅领班，那是个全日制的工作。I'd like to hire a head waiter. That's a full-time job. When a person is leading others, he or she is presumably at the front or head of the group. 领头。两个警员在领头车上，大使坐后面车里。The two police officers were in the lead car. The ambassador was in the rear car. 若小王领头走着，其他人就会跟不上了。If 小王 takes the lead, the others will not be able to keep up. 当领头的母象死后，另外一头母象会领头。When the lead female elephant dies, another female will take the lead. Any person or industry that is in leading position, or the front runner, is called the 领头羊 in Chinese, literally the bellwether, a male sheep with a bell around its neck that leads the flock. 加拿大的木头出口业持有领头羊的地位。Canada's wood export industry holds the leading position. A consul is a person appointed by the government to live in another country to help its citizens. That person is called 领事 in Chinese, literally, one who leads in handling official matters. 本国大使和中国领事正为了此事开会。Our country's ambassador and the Chinese consul are meeting on this matter. As we've already seen, 领 can be used simply as a verb, meaning to lead. 他领着我们去看看工厂。She took us to visit the factory. 招待员领着我们走到位置。The usher led us to our seats. 那位男生是领着马活动的人员。That boy is responsible for taking the horses out for exercise. 到了日本，哥哥领着我走在东京的街道上。On arriving in Japan, my brother took me around the streets of Tokyo. When picking up or collecting a person or object, the phrase to use is 领回。你去把儿子领回家好吗？ Can you go and pick up our son? 我来领回我丢失的手机。I've come to pick up my lost phone. 你再不听话，我就把你领回家。If you misbehave again, I'll take you back home. 从工厂回家时，女员工领回她的婴儿。The employee picks up her baby on the way home from the factory. To claim a reward, a lost item, or a missing pet in Mandarin is 认领。从来没有人来认领赏金。No one ever came to claim the reward. 请你过来这里认领你失去的东西。Please come here and claim what you've lost. 水灾过后，有很多狗和猫无人来认领的。After the flood, many dogs and cats were left unclaimed. 若没人认领丢失的皮包，拾到者可以留着。If no one claims the lost handbag, the person who found it can keep it. 领取 means to get, receive, or draw if referring to a salary. 你什么时候去领取赏金？ When are you going to get your reward? 信上通知我去领取寄来的货品。The letter informed me to pick up the delivered goods. Now we come to figurative or metaphorical uses of 领, beginning with 要领, 要 meaning 重要 or important, and 领 referring to 领取, to get. Literally, something important that you grasp. In other words, the essential point. In informal English, we might call it the takeaway, or something you've got a good grasp of. 你掌握要领了. You're getting the hang of it. 他们无法掌握技术的要领. They can't get a handle on the technique. 我没有听出来他论点的要领. I didn't catch the gist of his argument. 有5点要领可使你立刻把生字背起来. There are 5 tips to help you memorize new words instantly. 你一掌握要领，这个技术就会顺手了。Once you get the hang of it, this skill will become easy for you. 不得要领 is a set phrase meaning to fail to grasp the main points, not see what a person is driving at, or in some cases, to be meaningless. 他的解说不得要领 His explanation misses the point. 这个成就显得多么不得要领 How meaningless this achievement seems. 我认为大家今天讲的话都不得要领 I think what everyone said today misses the point. The character 本 from lesson 4 means the root, foundation or base. Together with 领 本领 it refers to ability, skill or talent. Literally, the root of a leader, someone who has what it takes to lead. 你看人的本领太差了 Your ability to read people is terrible. 没有人给她机会显本领 Nobody gave her a chance to show off her skills. 你可以相信她，她很有本领 You can trust him. He is really on the ball. 我天生就没有你利嘴利舌的本领 I wasn't born with your gift of the gab. 他最拿手的本领是使人无言以对 His greatest skill is putting people on the spot where they can't answer. 讲起理财的本领，没人比得上我妈 When it comes to financial management skills, no one can compare with my mom. 他破口乱骂的本领是 超人好几等的。His ability to shout abuse is far beyond most people's. 无论什么问题，他都有能一语道破的本领。No matter what the problem is, she has the ability to lay bare the truth in very few words. 这里的人相信，这位大夫有起死回生的本领。People here believe this doctor has the ability to bring the dying back to life. In Lesson 45, we learned the character 会, the pictogram of a steamer with a lid on top to keep the steam inside so the food cooks properly. Its extended meaning is to come together, lid plus steamer. Also, in Lesson 45, I explained the etymology of the word comprehend. The prefix com means together, and prehend means to grasp. Comprehend then literally means to grasp and put together, to seize ideas and put them together in your mind. In other words, to understand them. It should come as no surprise then, since Chinese 会 means to come or bring together, it can also mean to understand or comprehend. Today's character 领 plus 会, 领会, to lead or bring together, carries that same connotation of understanding or comprehension. 你领会他说话的含义吗? Do you understand the implication of what he's saying? 他一眼就领会到意思了。He understood the meaning at a glance. 一定有人不能领会到要旨。There's always someone who can't grasp the key point. 我女儿一下子领会了开车的要领。My daughter quickly got the hang of driving. 有不少青年人领会不了儒家思想。Plenty of young people cannot grasp the essence of Confucianism. 我无法领会出作者作品中的主题思想。I can't comprehend the theme of the author's work. 从他冰冷的口气里，我领会了他的意思。From her cold tone, I understood what she was getting at. 你从诗中领会的情绪，比我多了一层。You appreciate the poem's appeal on a higher level than I do. 这首出名的诗的含义，我从来领会不到。I've never quite grasped the meaning of this famous poem. 他心烦意乱，人们说的话一句也不能使他领会。She was so distraught that she couldn't grasp a word people said. When we understand or realize the efforts of others to assist us or show us kindness, we naturally experience a sense of gratitude and appreciation. That gives us the Chinese expression 领情, to be grateful, literally, to understand and accept. 领, the favor or kindness. 请, 我请他坐我的车，他就领情了。I offered him a ride, and he accepted. 别用这样不领情的口气说话。Don't say it in such an ungrateful tone of voice. 我们出的主意，人家反而不领情。People didn't appreciate the ideas we came up with. 我为他们赶完工作，他们很领情。I did a rush job for them, and they really appreciated it. 父母想要我念化工系，我根本就不领情。My parents wanted me to study chemical engineering, but I refused. 你看不出来他已努力了吗？你好像很不领情。Can't you see that he's done his best? You seem very ungrateful. Related to 领情 is the simple three-character set phrase 心领了, an abbreviation of 我心里领情了, which translates into polite English as I appreciate your kindness but must decline the offer. It reminds me of the American usage of I'll take a rain check, meaning I accept the offer but at another time. 您的好意我心领了，就是没有时间。I truly appreciate your offer, but I don't have the time. Now I want to introduce today's third character, which is not related to the phonetic ling at all, but is related to the idea of leading, as expressed by today's other character, ling, and is often paired with it. It's an easy character to present because it's made up of components learned previously. Dao, from lesson 55, meaning a road or way, and cun, found in lesson 7, depicting a hand. Together, this offshoot of Dao is pronounced third tone Dao and represents a hand leading the way forward. It logically means to lead, guide, or direct. The first phrase with this character is 领导, which doubles up two characters with similar meanings, as often happens in Mandarin to eliminate any ambiguity. It means the leadership, or to exercise leadership. 你这种回答是目中无领导的. Your answer shows arrogance toward the leadership. You'll notice the expression 目中无人, meaning contemptuous, arrogant, condescending, or disdainful. It describes a person who pretends not to even see another human being or acknowledge their existence. 有些领导对这件事情不闻不问. Some of the leadership couldn't care less about this matter. Notice the idiom 不闻不问, meaning to care nothing about, not give a damn about. Literally, neither listen nor ask. 我可以加入你们的行列，可是不想当领导。I can join you, but I don't want to be in a leadership role. A leader would then be 领导人, an expression even more common than 首领 that we learned earlier. That's why I've added this character in today's lesson. 那位领导有很多支持者. That leader has many supporters. 他会被认为是个无能的领导人. He would be considered an incompetent leader. 工会领导人被指责不够关心失业者. Union leaders were accused of not caring enough about the unemployed. Leading role is translated as 领导作用. 几乎没有人能否定他的领导作用. Few can deny his leading role. Since 指 means to point one's finger, 指导 would be rendered as guidance or direction in English. 给予员工指导是很重要的. It's important to provide guidance to employees. 行家指导显然已成为迫切需要. Expert guidance has clearly become a pressing need. under someone's guidance is the phrase 在指导下。他在你的指导下肯定会出人头地。He will surely excel under your guidance. 他在名家指导下成了一流的山水画家。Under the guidance of famous artists, she became a first-class landscape painter. As an adjective, 主导 means leading, dominant, or guiding. 儒家的主导思想是什么？ What's the guiding ideology of Confucianism? 请你讲几句话来介绍这本书的主导思想。Please say a few words to introduce the main idea of this book. The phrase 起作用 means to have an effect. So, 起主导作用 means to play a leading role. 这个机构对我国的外贸起了主导作用。This organization has played a leading role in our country's foreign trade. The character 开 means to open up. So the expression 开导, literally to open and lead, indicates helping a person out of their muddled thinking, enlightening them, or aiding them in choosing right from wrong. 请你开导我的侄女，使她和顺一点。Please help my niece realize that she needs to be a bit more even-tempered. 她一时想不通，你开导她好吗？ He can't seem to figure it out. Can you set him straight? 我来开导他，请他抛开烦恼，想开些。Let me help by getting him to put aside his worries and avoid dwelling on the matter. Notice that after verbs, 开 means to spread or move outward. An example we've seen before is 走开, beat it, or get out of the way. The expression 想开 then means literally to think and move away. Accept what has happened and move on. 这个小朋友若不加以开导，以后会出大问题。If this child is not straightened out, he'll have huge problems later. Here is our color chart with today's 3 characters. 领, 导, and 轮. Here's a summary of today's lesson. 1. This lesson contains only one character based on ling, combining it with the head radical ye to create third tone ling, meaning the neck. Its most narrow usage is to indicate the collar of a garment, written yiling or lingzi. Much more useful, however, is the extended sense of ling to mean the head and neck as a unit, the most important part of the body. Just as in English, the head of an organization is the leader, and so it is in Chinese too. Phrases include 首领, a leader, 领土, territory, 领事, a consul, 领班, a foreman or head waiter. As a verb, it means to lead, or to pick up and take or lead away. 领着, to lead. 领头, to be in lead position. 领回, to take back. Renling, to claim a reward or adopt a pet. Lingqu, to get or receive. Figurative uses include Youling, the takeaway or essential point. Benling, ability, skill, or talent. Literally, to have what it takes to lead. Ling Hui, to comprehend or understand. Ling Qing, to accept a favor or kindness. 2. Today's second character, Dao, was added in this lesson because it's often used with Ling, as both characters have the same basic connotation of to lead somewhere. Ling Dao and Ling Dao Zhen, to lead or be a leader. Zhi Dao, to guide or direct. Zhu Dao, dominant, leading or guiding. Kai Dao, to lead someone down the right path or enlighten them. 3. Today's third character, Lun, was included merely as a phonetic element to transliterate the name Napoleon. It presents no problem because we've already seen its component parts in previous lessons, Shan and Lun. Aside from appearing in the name of a mountain range in China, the Kunlun Mountains, it's basically just a sound syllable in foreign names. Even in China, the simplification process deleted the mountain radical entirely, leaving only the phonetic element Lun. Now you will find a short quiz on double, triple character, and longer expressions. Answer using only the characters learned so far. Thank you for watching and listening.